90, whoa. Ready, go! Let's go! 10, Lobo. Hood, hood! Here we go! 30 base! Single! Here we go! Here we go! 60 outlaw! Blue draw Corcoran. Hood! Down! Set. On the set! Hut, go! Set! And read! Hut! Let's go now! 10, Tuscan! Set, hut! Come on, set! Fit the plan! Ready! Set, ready! 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie! Top burn! Top burn! Set up! Set, hut! Set, hut! Here we go! Set! 60 Pittsburgh! Same on! Hut, go!
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Kaepernick now on first down. And he finds Beasley complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. A little juke, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Kaepernick now on first down. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
I'll give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Cole Beasley His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fields on first down. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in?
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. Here's Fields. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
On play action, Fields. Rolling to his right. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now it's Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, Fields. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. Dorsett on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Kaepernick. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Kaepernick. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. Wide open receiver, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Touchdown Bengals! Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Fields now to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. From the 50, here's Fields. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins as time expires in the first half. And the Jets are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Now it's Patterson. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Off play action, Fields. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play action. It's Fields. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Muscles him off. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Well, there's the longtime Bengal, A.J. Green. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Fields. It's complete. He's got Gronk. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw. Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's a handoff to Hunt, running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's a 28-14. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
This is Gordon. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 160 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Second and 11 now.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Cincinnati,
The victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
and they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.